Alrighty, howdy y'all. Hope y'all are having a fantastic day. Today we've got push, so snacking on some Sour Patch Kids after my internship. About to go to the gym. I had to work 10 to 6 today, so I'm getting off a little later than I normally would. But it's not going to affect the lift, and I've really got to learn to stop eating things on recording because I'm not very good at multitasking, and also with Sour Patch Kids, like so. Anyways, good old push day today, and I'm not gonna lie, Sour Patch Kids, worst to best. Read them and weep. Orange, yellow, green. No, sorry, orange, yellow, green, red, blue. Read and weep. Orange is the worst, objectively. Just saying. So, anyways, snacking on them for some carbs and sugar. And yeah, we'll just kind of see how it goes. I'm gonna do my videos where I'm actually talking in them again, kind of like the first 30 videos I did where I'm actually talking in the clip, because I just kind of felt like how I was doing it before just wasn't, what I wanted, or like how I was doing in Australia where I voiced over the clips just wasn't how I wanted. And it's always just kind of been about sort of the nervousness of recording and just talking while I'm in a gym and just looking dumb. And it's easier said than done just to be like, oh, or easier said than done to be like, oh, just don't care what people think. But I also don't want people looking at me like I'm a fucking weirdo. Even though just because you're doing that doesn't make you a weirdo. But it's just that rationale, as to why some people are hesitant to do it. But we're gonna do it anyways. And yeah, and then another thing, with the tripod, I just don't want to be getting in people's way, all just to get a better shot, of the video. So you gotta work around that, because you still gotta be respectful. Because obviously you shouldn't care what people think, but you still gotta be respectful of people. You can't just ignore them completely and act like they're not there. I'm not gonna go put my tripod right next to a machine that someone's on just so I can have a better view. No, I either need to wait or find a different angle. And it's usually just find a different angle because, I don't really want to wait. So, and there's nothing wrong with that because it's a community place now. So, yeah. Besides that, I'm gonna get the pre all loaded in the water bottle, get everything ready to go, and we're gonna head on over to the gym. So I will see y'all there. All right. So I'm gonna start out with some seated chest press machine. Actually, I had a really funny story for after this workout. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm gonna start with this. I think there's a standing chest press here that I wouldn't mind trying, but I'm gonna start with this one for today. And then we'll probably do Mike's hitting my chin, sorry. And we'll probably do some pec deck as my second chest workout. And then we'll figure out what we're gonna do for shoulder and triceps after this. But starting with 140 for this one, so let's see how it goes. Honestly, well, also sorry if my mic keeps hitting me. I have a little high, but a little bit lower when I take off my pump cover. But probably should lower the seat by one. Which, there we go, because it's a little high up, but we're going to finish up 2 more sets of this and then move on to whatever I decide to do for tricep. Probably easy bar squat. We move on to some cable tricep pushdown. Now, on the cable it says 150, but there's no way it's actually 150, to be honest. So, but that's what I got it at. But I think I normally am doing 78.5 or 80 for these, so I think that's roughly around where it is. Honestly, it might just be half what the actual poundage is on the stack. So, I don't know, but that's what we're doing. So,
Nine, that's not too bad. I think we'll probably up the weight a little bit and then do another set and move on to the first shoulder workout.
All right, this is editing Riker here. I forgot to turn my microphone on for this clip. And again, I apologize for the audio quality in this video. It is a little rough. But basically, in this clip of using the machine lateral raise that they've got there, I was just kind of feeling it out because I had done it with one arm before, like just unilateral. But this time I wanted to use both arms at the same time. So I was just kind of feeling out the weight. I think I ended up doing 66 pounds for my first set. And then I just also was kind of talking about how the grip that I had on it, the angle of my arms didn't feel like exactly how I normally do like a cable lateral raise or something like that. So I had to voice over this part. Like I said, forgot to turn on my mic because I'm an idiot. But yeah, and again, I'm just gonna keep saying I'm sorry for the audio quality of this video. It gets a lot better in the one that's gonna be uploaded after this. So trust me, it's not gonna be this horrendous like noise slop that you're hearing in this video. So, and I will go ahead and give it back to past me for the next workout.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna move on to some pec deck. And honestly, I can't really tell what weight this is at. I think it's 100. So we're gonna try this because like I said, well, not like I said, but in different gyms, the weight can sometimes be a little different than other gyms. So I think I'm doing 100 on this pec deck, but normally I'm doing like 200 or like 195 at least. But every gym's like machines are kind of different, so you kind of gotta pick and choose. Because I was doing, like I said, like 170 on tricep pushdowns, which is not what I can actually do. So. But yeah, we're going to do 2 sets of this. And then we got one more tricep and one more shoulder posing. And then I'm actually going to go to a different gym to do cardio just because I have slightly better cardio machines. So. Okay. I think honestly, I need to raise. Actually, I think the seat's all the way up, but at the top, it's a little more in the front delts. One a little less in the front delts. But I'm a short motherfucker, so I just kind of have to deal with it. But we're gonna do one more set of this, probably 100 again. That felt pretty good. I almost got 9, so I think I could definitely get 8 again, which is usually what I shoot for. And then we'll probably move on to some, I don't know, some tricep workout. I don't know exactly what one yet, but we'll see. All right, I'm sorry, I lied. We are going to do some rear delt flies instead first, and then move on to the last tricep workout. Since I'm already on this machine now, kind of like last time. Actually, I'm going to have to move my mic a little bit so I'm not crushing it. Oh, jeez, sorry, it's loud. Okay, we're going to do some rear delt flies. I'm doing about 70 pounds. That's because I normally do like 130. So this should roughly be hopefully the right amount. And yeah, after this, we'll go ahead and move on to the last tricep workout and then some posing. Oh, and now my arm's going to hit the mic. Ugh. Okay. We'll do like up here. That should be fine. There we go. And I am trying to range of motion. I can't really go too far in. It already hits the bottom of the stack. I'm not gonna lie, I lost count. yeah, I can't go too far. I gotta hold like towards the inside of the grips because that gives me more range of motion because I'm like hitting the stack without being like all the way down. So I'll probably rock 70 again and then move on to triceps. Alright, so last workout, we got some easy bar skull crushers. I think this bar is 15 pounds. So I believe I got about 180, 185. Gosh, I'm saying all the wrong stuff. I think I got about 85. A little less than I normally do, but I usually also do it as my first tricep workout. So I'm just kind of going off the assumption that I'm gonna be a little more tired and a little more tired in the tricep department. So I'm gonna go a little less. We'll see how it is. If I do really good, I'll go up, and yeah, just gotta see how I do. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I just realized while I'm doing this is 75 pounds, not 85. I'm a fucking idiot. Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I don't even know how much that was because I stopped counting once I realized it was 75 pounds because 15 plus 50 is 65 plus another 10 is 75. I'm a fucking idiot. I was gonna put 10s on too. All right, well, I'm gonna put 10s on and do 85 and probably only get 6 reps now, but better than doing 75 and getting like 13. So, alrighty. So, got some posing. The mirror's a little dirty. Could use a little bit of Windex in, but other than that, we're gonna get some good posing going. And I was just looking at it in like chest press machine. I got 150, which is way higher than I normally do. So just kind of like what I said, take it. I'm also trying to like figure out what weight I want to use for everything at this new gym. So even if I'm getting too many reps because it's too light or too little because it's too heavy, I'm just kind of, this is the second like week. This is gonna be my first full week here, so I'm still trying to figure like everything out perfectly. So yeah, but let's get some posing going. And I gotta head to cardio, and I might record um, my talk in the chat or in the car ride, honestly, after cardio, because I honestly don't feel like doing it when I get home. I'd rather just get done in the car. And no, I'm not trying to copy anyone. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be like that, but I just kind of want to get what I want to say out on the way back because it's just been on my mind a little bit. Just want to talk about it. I don't really want to save it till I get home, so I might do that, or maybe I'll do it. I don't know. We'll see. But let's just focus on posing. So I've already talked enough. So okay. And I guess I don't really want to hold my mic. You know, probably I reverse the camera. Probably do this. Not much here to really show, but so you give a shot. Now the lighting's off. I'm probably not the mic off. I'll do this. Okay, and I'm not really great with my right arm for this, but still give it a shot. Ow. I'm still working on the posing a lot, so I haven't really posed too much since like Australia. So I also my mic's picking my voice now. It's farther away, but okay. Just all right posing. Not gonna lie, but I'm gonna go to that other gym. Get the cardio done, and then I'll talk to y'all in the car, or maybe when I get back. I still haven't decided. Alrighty, howdy y'all. I did end up recording it once I was actually back in the house. So I'm mixing eggs while I talk. So you may be able to tell, but I don't have my mic like hooked up. I don't really need it because there's not like much background noise here unless the air turns on, which with my luck it probably will turn on, so who knows. Basically, so what I was gonna say was kind of the idea that like when I was working out, you know, and I'm not, this isn't supposed to sound like pick me or anything, but it's just kind of like rewatching the videos and looking at myself. I'm just like, wow, you know, I don't think I look all that great. Like, I think I could be looking better. You know, it kind of wavers the motivation. And obviously, you can't ride on motivation your entire life. You got to ride on discipline, which is like, you know, I'm not even going to get into that spiel because that's kind of like what all gym people talk about is all the discipline and whatnot. And no, it's harder than it seems. And, you know, for some people it is, some people it isn't. But I was just thinking about how I'm looking and like, oh, dude, you know, I got so much going on. There's so much I want to do. Like, I want to play video games. I don't want to edit videos. I want to just focus on like my internship, and there's a lot going on. But you know, there's some like on my pan. And sorry if me making eggs is loud, but you know, life's too short to, you know, not chase your dreams. You got one life, man, and if you don't capitalize on it, I mean, it might be over before you even know it. So, just like, it doesn't really matter. Like, especially, let's use me thinking I don't look that great, for example. You know, there's so many people in the world that are less fortunate than we are, than some people are to like, you know, everyone's got every type of thing in the world. You never know who's doing better or worse than you. There's always going to be someone doing better. There's always going to be someone doing worse. And that's all perspective wise. Like, you could consider like, oh, this billionaire who's got all the money in the world is doing the best out of anyone. They got the most money. But okay, so they're doing the best on money, but there's also things they're not doing the best on. So, you know, even if you're feeling like you're down, you got to count your wins, and then you got to realize, hey, it's not that deep. I'm gonna be dead in 80 years, and then in 100 years, nobody's gonna care. And sometimes that perspective is a little wonky. Like, some people don't like thinking that way because it's like not realistic. Because like, duh, obviously that's how it works. But it's kind of also can be a helpful state of mind because it really just is like, okay, you know, I'm gonna try and make the most of right now, and not dwell on what could or might not happen. So it's kind of a waste to not do what you want to do. And I want to do bodybuilding, and I want to be good at it, and I want to make videos, and I want to entertain and inspire people. And I just gotta keep that motivation and turn it into discipline and get in a rhythm of making videos, whether I look good or whether I think I look good or not. There's gonna be days where I think I look good right now, and that's just me. I'm sure I look ugly to a lot of people. Oh well. I mean, you're here, so it means you want to watch, but you know, so you got to realize you're going to look bad, you're going to look good. It doesn't matter. Everyone's got their off days, everyone's got their bad hair day, good hair day, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, just, and, you know, don't take things for granted, you know, always like kind of, so this is a thing I'm kind of getting from Noel Dazelle. I really hope I'm pronouncing that right. I've been watching him forever, and if I'm pronouncing it wrong, I feel bad. But he made a video where he talked about how, you know, cherish your like family's cooking or your mom's cooking while it lasts, because, you know, you're only there, especially if you're living with your parents. You know, some people only live with their parents till they're 18 and they're out of the house forever. And don't get me wrong, you're going to go back and you're going to have meals every now and again. But like, I would not recommend sacrificing the, like, if you want to get into bodybuilding and your mom makes a really nice meal, but it's not your friendliest macros, eat the meal. Enjoy it. You know, appreciate your mom or your dad or whoever's making the meal for making it, and make the most of it. And if you're really that butthurt about, you know, not hitting the exact macros, do a little extra cardio tomorrow, you know? So, you know, just cherish life while you have it, and do the most of everything you want to do. I'm gonna make sure that this is the right. Yeah, I don't have any other egg whites. You know, do what you want to do, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And just make the most of the now, because you never know when the now might be over. So, that's kind of my little spiel that I wanted to talk about. And now I can kind of focus on what I'm making. I'm just doing some eggs with some egg whites. 3 servings of egg whites, trying to be low on carbs for this meal. I'm gonna also mix some cottage serving of fat-free cottage cheese in with it. And yeah, so again, for my videos, I'll do it. I'm gonna stick to it. I'm not gonna just go back on what I said. I want to do this, and this is what I want to achieve. And obviously, I know that my style of video is very generic. It's very Sam Sulek-esh. And while I don't necessarily think there's anything wrong with having a similar style, I can't bank off just doing this style forever because, it's already been done before. And, it's always going to be one of those things where people will just be like, oh, it just copied this person or whatnot. As of right now, this is the style I'm going to use. I'm going to be workshopping kind of, it sounds stupid, but it is kind of hard to think of different styles of video, to like do. But, there's only so much in my power to accomplish like the style of video I do at the gym, and like so much has been done before that it actually does take a bit of brainstorming to figure out what's new and what you can do. But since this is something I love and something I'm passionate about, it's something I do want to accomplish, so hopefully I can do it. And regardless of whatever style my videos take, I hope y'all enjoy it. And I really hope I'm inspiring some people. That's kind of mainly what I'm like. Obviously, I want to entertain people, but if I can inspire people just to be better, not even to inspire people to go to the gym. Obviously, that's the main focus of what I'm doing. And I might record video games, and I'm not like trying to inspire people to play video games, but I just want people to recognize how like amazing they are as a person. Like, know your worth, but also don't like be obnoxious or a dick. Know your worth. Know that you're amazing. Whatever you're doing, whatever you set your mind to is going to be amazing, and achieve those goals and be the best person of yourself that you can be, no matter what you're doing. If you're in sales, if you play video games, if you do like whatever, do it. Whatever you want to do, take your shot, man. You never know where you're gonna land. So, yeah, that's just my rant. And I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And again, just give me some time to figure things out. I know my mic quality isn't the best, especially at the gym with that little speaker mic. But I hope you all stick with me because it's going to be a fun journey. I plan on, competing in bodybuilding someday. So it'd be really cool just to have even one person stick around for that whole journey. Obviously, you don't have to do what you want. If you don't like the content, don't stay. So, but yeah, I hope you'll have a wonderful day. I really appreciate y'all watching this video, especially if you watch it till the end. And I hope to see you in the next one.